guys, so today's video is going to be Birchbox versus Ipsy, but this video is going to be a little bit different. This actually isn't going to be an unboxing. This video is all about helping you guys decide which one you want to subscribe to. I see a lot of people asking whether they should subscribe to Birchbox or Ipsy. They want to know which one is better and which one they are going to like more. So that is what this video is about. I'm going to try and keep this quick, but you guys know that I like to talk, so I'm going to try and keep it as quick as possible though, and I'm just going to kind of talk about the differences between the two subscription services and why I personally decided to cancel my Ipsy and go for Birchbox instead. So the main thing for me with beauty subscriptions is that I'm actually going to end up using up the products that I receive, because having beauty subscriptions is definitely fun, but like the $10–15 with shipping a month really adds up. So if you're just excited to get the products but then you don't actually end up using it, it really isn't worth it in the long run. So that's the biggest deal to me, the fact that I actually get products that I know I will not necessarily like, because I mean it's kind of a gamble, but just products that I'm actually going to use basically. That's a really important thing. And that was a big thing with Ipsy. I really just did not find that I was using the products I was receiving. And basically, if you want a subscription service that is mostly makeup focused, I definitely recommend going for Ipsy. You get kind of like a wide variety, like a good kind of mix of products, like with skincare, hair care, makeup, everything in Ipsy, but it is predominantly makeup focused, I find. In Birchbox, it's more like skincare, hair care, body kind of products, and then a little bit of makeup thrown in. But the thing with Ipsy, a lot of the brands they have in their boxes are just really like, I've never heard of them before, I've never heard anyone talk about them. I have no idea what they are. Like when you look on their brand page, they have a ton of really good brands, like you see and you're like, oh, they have Too Faced and Smashbox and all these brands that are like carried at Sephora and everything, but then you actually end up getting those brands so seldomly in your boxes that it's kind of a letdown almost. And I don't want this to come across as snobby, because I feel like it is, and I feel like it's gonna come across like, oh, I'm only going to use really expensive makeup, I don't want to use like cheap brands that I've never heard of, and that's not the case at all. I'm just someone personally where I already have a lot of makeup, so when I get a brand that I've never heard of and a product that just doesn't really pique my interest, I'm more likely to use the more expensive, like high quality products that I have in my collection that I know I already like. But it's really not about the price. Like I don't care if they put in like Wet n Wild or like NYC or whatever in my box. I just like trying brands that I already know are good and that I've already heard of at least somewhat. I think it's really cool that Ipsy does help kind of support these newer, lesser known brands and kind of get them out there, but for me it's just not for me basically. With Birchbox you tend to get kind of more well-established, better known, kind of higher quality brands, and I don't know, that's just what I'm personally comfortable with. That's what I prefer using, like I said. But then on top of that, I found the makeup I was getting at Ipsy wasn't that exciting as well. Like I'd get like a nude cream shadow from like a brand I'd never heard of, or just get a lot of things that I didn't like. Like I got a lot of colors that would look really bad on me and like things that weren't suited to my skin type at all. And they both have like a quiz you take where you can kind of state your preferences. Obviously they have like thousands of people subscribing to it, so you're not going to get products that work well for you every single time, but I just feel like I really wasn't getting the things that I wanted and things that would work for me and that I would actually use with Ipsy. So like I said, Birchbox is mostly skincare, hair care, and body products, which for me is what I find I do actually end up using up. I know a lot of people will instantly gravitate towards Ipsy because they want more makeup, and I think it's great if you are especially like new to makeup and you want to kind of build up your collection and just experiment with like new products and new colors without spending a ton of money on it. I think if that kind of describes you, then Ipsy is a really great option. But like I said, Birchbox is the one where I get the products that I actually end up using. Also, I feel like Birchbox still has kind of a bad reputation because I've been watching YouTube for a really long time, and I remember like a few years ago, a lot of people were getting a lot of like fragrance samples and like foil packet samples in their Birchbox, and I've only been subscribed for 7 months, but I think I've received 2 perfume samples, and they do have like a setting thing where you can limit the amount of perfume samples you get, and I have received 0 foil packets in it, so Birchbox has definitely improved since then from what I can tell. So if you're thinking you don't want Birchbox for that reason, you think the samples are going to be really small, I've been really happy with all the sizes I've gotten. And another big pro to Birchbox for me was their rewards program. Ipsy basically and Birchbox, they both have a rewards program where you earn points. On Ipsy, you can use the points to redeem for other deluxe size samples on their website. And in my, I guess it was my May Birchbox versus Ipsy, I showed all the products that I had redeemed for my Ipsy points, and I got some good stuff, definitely, but the things on there run out so fast. Like, to get all the things I got, I was literally checking it like multiple times a day just to make sure I actually ended up spending my points. But then for Birchbox, your points actually convert to a dollar amount in their online store, which is really, really cool. You can save up your points and you can choose from literally anything on their entire site. And that brings me to another thing. With Ipsy, since the brands were typically newer and lesser known, it would be really hard for me to actually go out and purchase a full size if I found something that I really liked, because a lot of like specific cosmetic websites, like a certain brand, do not ship to Canada at all, even big brands. So if I actually did end up trying something in Ipsy and falling in love with it, the chances that I could actually repurchase it were very slim. For Birchbox, anything you get in your box you can buy on their website. So if I end up liking something in Birchbox, it is guaranteed that I can go order it and it will ship to me here in Canada, which is really cool. So yeah, the Birchbox store and their point system was definitely a big thing that made me want to stick with Birchbox and cancel my Ipsy. So yeah, that's kind of everything. To sum up, if you want more makeup and are okay with lesser known brands, then go for Ipsy. If you want more hair care, skincare, that kind of thing, go for Birchbox, definitely. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and if you are interested in subscribing to either Birchbox or Ipsy, I always have them both listed in the down bar where you can sign up. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.